Boston's vocalist Brad Delp died suddenly, 55 years old. All the
What?
police would say there were no unusual circumstances, but that his death was untimely. And so is Richard Jeni, dead at age 45, they believe. A gunshot wound to his head, and they haven't established suicide formally, but pretty much.
Richard Jeni?
West Hollywood say that's it. Jenny's girlfriend hotline a cops and supposedly said, my boyfriend shot himself in the face.
Hey,
his latest
Mark,
HBO show was called A Steaming Pile of Me.
Do we have Jeni in studio?
What?
That time he was talking about Dahmer.
I can look for it.
He was in here one morning. Remember when he was talking about Dahmer, Mike?
Yes.
That was the funniest Richard Jeni appearance we definitely ever had by a mile. I mean, he was always funny, but that particular visit, he was really on a roll, and it was all off the top of his head. He was not doing material.
Hello, Jenna. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
well,
it really is.
I'll tell you what, we'll take a look for the best of Richard Jeni. We had him on a few times, and I think it was the first time we had him on, the first or second time, he got going on Dahmer, and it was quite funny. He really had in my opinion, he had a pretty strong comedy career. At least he was kind of the comics comic. I always thought the people who ran the clubs and the other comedians thought he was really strong, really, really funny. And not just like writing funny, not the kind of guy who could just churn out the same show. He was the kind of guy you could bring in here and just kind of let it rip. And they all say that, hey, just talk about anything, I'll be funny. Well, Richard Jeni was one of those guys that was really funny. There's about half of those guys who, just talk about anything. And then you start talking about stuff and they're not very funny. They're like, oh, I didn't know you were going to talk about that. I mean, it's really not very funny. Like it's your fault. When you could have set them up.
Yeah.
Oh, if you missed this story, this was a real shocker. Richard Jeni, the comedian, they believe committed suicide.
Yeah.
Killed himself.
Wow.
And
that was a real shocker.
Jeni, there's a lot of tortured comedians out there. Jeni, I thought, was one of the really, truly, truly funny guys in comedy. And he had started a pretty successful movie career. If you remember him in Mask, he had a big role in Mask, which was not one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies, but Jeni had a big part in that. Yeah.
He's had some good roles. What was that movie with, I guess he's pumping some.
Oh, Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis. Was it Richard?
And
no,
Jeni?
you know what? I'm thinking of the other comedian. Never mind. I'm thinking of Kevin Pollak. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. God, I can't believe I just did that.
Kevin Pollak's been in so many movies.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Boy, I got to tell you, I can't tell you how shocked I was to hear about Richard Jeni last night because we have met Richard multiple times and had him in this very studio, in fact. Did a few interviews on the phone with him, and he was kind of a Ridley's guy. Even as Jeni got bigger and bigger, he still played Ridley's quite a few times, which I thought was cool. Certainly a comedian's comedian to play a room the size of Ridley's, because Mark's place holds about 400. But, all the guys that play Mark Ridley's say what a great comedy club owner he is, and how he takes care of his comedians. Whether you're on the way up or you're at the top or whatever, he's certainly a guy, and people love playing that room, too. That is a great comedy.
Oh,
room.
yeah. Always
really
been terrific. Great history there.
I'll never forget seeing Frank Turner over there.
Oh, God. Oh, man, what a weird period.
That was bizarre.
Oh, was that weird.
But we spent some time with Richard Jeni, and just to give you an idea of how funny this guy was and how much he'll be missed, here's about 10 minutes we had with Richard Jeni. Are these in studio, by the way?
Yeah.
This is Richard Jeni in studio. Yeah, about 10 years ago on the Riff. And again, he will certainly be missed. Richard Jeni, surprised, blew everyone's mind, committed suicide last night. Was it last night?
Yeah, what was he, 45? Something like that, mid-40s.
What a tragedy.
Like
what a terrible loss for the comedy world.
Way too young.
I was in Vegas recently. Have you guys been to Vegas lately?
Not lately, yes,
but I've been there. An amazing, lovely. They actually have photographs around of people who won the big money. That's why people get confused. They have all these people around there with these photos. Well, for a while they tried to make it into like a family town.
Yeah.
I think they're getting away from that now. You know, no, but did you know that? They started to, they want to draw families. They started having,
entertainment.
Families that gamble together stay together.
That's
no way around it.
Yeah, because I remember hearing, they got, statues that move and all this. I mean, there's all these weird things going on.
If you think that Vegas is the place for your family, you think Bangkok is just a spot for a second honeymoon. What kind of a vacation is that? Son, wait here by this slot machine. Stay with this hooker. Dad's going to go in there and blow your college money. But the thing is, I go there and gamble. Do you guys gamble? Do you play?
Oh, yeah. I love to play blackjack.
This guy's a big gambler.
You're a blackjack player?
Yeah, that's what I like best.
Do you have a system?
Yeah, pretty much.
What's your system?
Oh, Richard, it's pretty complicated. If the dealer throws a 5 or 6 to himself, basically, I'll just plow all the money out there unless I have.
See, here's the thing.
12 or 13, then I'll stick.
That'll never work. But here's the thing.
Well, I'm trying to tell you in a nutshell.
Well, everybody's got a system at blackjack. They all have these big plans. And then they, lose. And they wouldn't lose if it wasn't for an idiot like you that was taking up some card you shouldn't take and screwing up their system.
Mm-hmm.
And then they look up in the air and talk about you like you're not there. Well, I don't mind losing, but I have to play with idiots. You talking about me? If the shoe fits, Mr. Split the Queens, yes. And you're going, what do you mean? What did I do wrong? And it's just embarrassing. That's why I like to play craps. You ever play craps?
No, I haven't.
If you play blackjack, everybody's got a system. But if you play craps, everybody knows that nobody really knows how to play. Nobody knows what they're doing. The table's bouncing, things are flying through the air, and people are going, hey, look at that. Are you winning? I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Put that over here. But that's the way gambling should be. You know what I mean? If you're going to lose your money, belly up to that cowboy table with a hat and just start flinging stuff. All right, give me a hard 4, a soft 3, and a medium 1. Give me a 1 roll, a 2 roll, and a prune Danish. Give me a trombone bet, a horn bet. I put on a my way, a soft way, and turn that back. Give me a hard 1. There is no hard 1. There will be a my way, and back off. Drinks for everybody. That's why I have that guy with the stick at the crap table. He's like the trainer, that guy. Back off. People throw stuff. So I've been spending some time there, and where else have I been lately? Where else have I been, Hal?
I don't know.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, what's going on here? We gave Hal the extra short chair, so of course Richard would be taller than Hal. That was the instruction we got off your email, Richard.
That's my career, guys.
Hal Spear is a guy who goes on first.
Yeah, now, does Hal go to? Do you do all Richard shows?
A lot of shows with Richard. Yeah, I also tour with Howie Mandel. But things aren't going good in my career. I live in Los Angeles. I live in Cato Kalin's guest house.
Cato.
You don't have an HBO special to tell us about, or
not a website?
No,
not
website?
An HBO special.
Oh man.
What do you have in your life, Hal?
I'm opening for Richard Jeni at Chaplin's.
Hey, that's not bad.
But Hal's been researching his whole lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell him about the American Indians chick.
I read that the American Indians used to smoke 10 pounds of reefer a day. Which got me to thinking, no wonder they walked around going, hey, You'll see that and more tonight.
Come on, Chicky, tell him the truth about the whole Chicky thing.
What do you mean?
Because every time
Richard, don't make him spend his best
every time
3
I go to
minutes.
the radio, he goes, "You never talk about me, man. You just leave me there. You don't let me talk. You don't let me say anything. It's like I don't exist." And then this is what happens when I do. Then he just goes, "You'll see that and more tonight." And you can hear people calling up Chaplin's going, "I'd like to cancel my tickets now." I was just listening to WRAF. I'd like to never go to your club again.
It's tough. You know, Richard Jeni, the Comedian of the Year, you won the ACE Award, you won this award, that award, and then you do 10 minutes and everybody's sprawling on the floor, they're laughing, they're crying, they're crapping their pants, and it's like, Hal, come in for a couple minutes, blow them away, buddy.
Okay, take his side. Be that way.
Thank you, guys.
Be that way.
I'm the guy, you know when you go to a deli, order a sandwich, and you get a pickle with the sandwich, you didn't ask for it, but the pickle came anyway? Yeah. I'm the pickle.
He's the pickle.
I'm the goddamn pickle.
There are no groupies for us. There are. We get the occasional person that loves us, but I mean anybody that goes on stage. You have groupies, don't you? Don't you have women that come here in the morning and just go, "Can I just show you my breasts and leave?"
Pretty infrequent.
Yeah, really infrequent.
All right, this is Richard Jeni calling all desperate, lonely women in the area who dig guys who get up really early. If you are interested in being involved with a man who goes to sleep sometime around 1 in the afternoon,
that's exactly right.
See, that explains
if you'd like to have a boyfriend who talks so much from the beginning part of the day that he has nothing left to say when he comes home. If you're interested in a lot of free hats and frisbees. If you'd like tickets to a lot of rock and roll concerts, there are 2 men here who can help you out at WRIF.
Well, you're right about the hats. Wow. Oh, man, I don't even dare open my closet there and stumble out of there.
If you'd like guys who sound really good telling you what time it is. If you like men who will never say anything nice to you, but say it with a very mellifluous baritone, these are your guys. But come down to WRIF. Age is not a factor. Anyone between 9 and 75 will be considered. Non-smokers only. Venereal diseases are not a preference. Come and see true. All right, the email just keeps coming in.
Look at it. Look at it all.
It just.
Look at the suck-ups, Richard. Just read what some of these suck-ups are.
Okay. This is Richard Jeni's email. I caught your HBO special a few weeks ago and thought you were great. I haven't laughed that much in years. Let me know if you ever make it to the Midwest. Hey. Oh, here's a guy.
Would that person really drive over from Iowa?
Which person?
Just because you're in the Midwest?
I guess, wouldn't you? Yeah, here they come. Great show. We love you. Thanks
look at that.
You're the funniest comedian around. Most of these people want to be comedians. You know that?
Oh, the ones that write?
At any given show I do, approximately half the audience wants to be a comic.
Oh, what a drag.
Yeah, from all of them.
You're the greatest, man. I bought your CD. You go, hey, all right, fan. And then they go, I'm thinking about going up at one of these amateur nights. Does that happen in the radio business? People come up to you and go, we love your show. Listen, I have a cousin that says that I'm really good at talking in the morning.
Well, they'll start doing their impersonation of Andy Rooney or something.
Yeah, right.
I got a tape full of 20 more of them. Here it is.
That's it. Yeah, I know a guy that does.
Sounds better on the phone.
Sounds better on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Have a little ring up front, Hey, somebody's on the phone. Yeah, it'll work, man. It'll kill.
So I saw that English Patient. Did you see this movie?
We saw that.
We did. We had a big argument about it.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know. That is a real... Did you like it?
I actually liked it.
Yeah?
I did.
I thought it was pretty good, Richard, but I don't think that guy should have gone back for that chick after she dumped him. Screw her.
Here's what all of these movies should be called. You know what I've changed the name of these movies to? What about the husband? This guy always gets lost in the mix. Nice guy, didn't do anything wrong. He's just gone. He doesn't count. Oh, how tragic. What happened to them? What about this guy?
Until the very end when he overreacts by laying them both out with his plane.
But
there
true.
Isn't it?
Yes, it is.
The husband always gets
across
lost
the desert, the whole damn thing.
You got your basic, tragic, love story woman movie. They're all the same. It's like the woman's married to some boring guy. In comes the cool guy.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And then nobody ever thinks about the husband again.
That's true. They dig that it's occurred. I mean, they're delighted that this romance has developed,
We have to just say this for the guys, because women are always saying, blah, blah, blah. But the truth of it is a double standard when it comes to the cheating in the movies.
Yeah, that is true.
When the wife cheats on the husband in the movies, it's a tragic love story of 2 star-crossed people who are destined to be together. And when the man cheats on the woman, it's basic instinct. It's basic instinct. Cut his nuts off. Get him. What a vile animal. You know what I mean? Nobody ever goes. You like to see that situation in reverse, right? What about if you had a movie where you had a guy and the guy's married to a boring fat chick? You know what I mean? And Carmen Electra comes into town and they wind up getting together. Everybody would hate the guy. They would go, what a disgusting, selfish pig.
And you know what? Sort of exists, Richard.
So true.
What?
In Cousins, except the only reason that movie works is because, what's his name? Ted Danson leaves Sean Young for, what's her name?
Oh, God, don't ask me.
Isolini something. The model who's ugly, but nobody will admit it.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Rosalini. What's her name? name?
I know
Isabella Rossellini.
Yeah, he leaves Sean Young, who's much hotter, for her. So that makes it a nice love story, and he's not a cad.
Oh, see, yeah, but you can't do it the other way around.
No, if he'd left her for Sean Young, it would have been a disaster.
You know why it is, though? It's a cultural thing. It's just not cultural, just basically it's in the mind of most people, women particularly. That that if the guy is screwing around, it can't possibly have any meaning. It's got to just be
second brain took over.
It's the same thing. It's like the woman. If the woman's doing it, then it has to be made into some star-crossed destiny thing.
Yeah, there was a good reason for it.
It's automatically got to be like, this can't be for any other reason except he's trying to get his rocks out.
Obviously.
And again, dead at the age of 45, comedian Richard Jeni took his own life, which just shocked the
suicide
hell out of us.
Oh, man.
Comedians are generally tortured souls, whether it's Jim Carrey or Richard Pryor or you name it. And I don't care how they appear on the outside. Most of them are generally pretty either depressed or tortured, or that comedy does not come out of the clear blue sky with most of those people. They're generally people that they're very right brain, very creative people, and those types of people tend to be a lot more depressed, I think. I don't think there's any question about that. But Richard Jeni, what a terrible loss for the comedy community.
Horrible way to go, kill yourself. Wow.
He had, I don't know how many HBO specials, but they were all, I just thought, uproariously funny. And he was not the only celebrity death or entertainment death over the weekend, as Brad Delp of Boston died.
From what?
What was Brad Delp's cause of death?
You know what? They didn't say on the site I just saw. It just said he was in his home.
How old is he?
55?
Yeah, he wasn't that old a guy.
Wow.
And, of course, they were probably due for an album in another 5 years or so, too. So
5, 10 maybe.
55. So no indication of foul play.
We missed at least one Boston album because of his death. Although, actually, they might do an album without him. Tom Scholz.
Maybe this will be what trips them to do a record, maybe. Tribute.
Yeah, you're right.
It would take something like this to get them going, I would say.
It'll take them 10 years to get the tribute album out. People have forgotten Brad Delp is dead when it happened.
Yep. Maybe they'll do it. They'll release it on the 10th anniversary of his death.
I was at the Stanhope show on Saturday. That was in Novi. What was the name of that club again?
The Wise Guys.
Wise Guys.
Wise Guys, that's right.
Below the Manhattan.
Novi.
Let's see. John went... Let's see, it was at the Stanhope show on Saturday about 11 o'clock. Doug got a cell call on stage from Dave Attell telling him that Richard Jeni had died. And they had about a 30-second conversation on stage. Wow. Knowing Stanhope, he probably found a joke in that one.
I don't know.
Him and Jeni were pretty good friends.
Oh, were they really? I didn't know that. Subject, Doug Stanhope, phone call from Attell on stage during the show on Saturday about Jeni. Wow.
I wonder what caused him to kill himself. I wonder what...
Well, who's to know? I think his career was doing fine as far as that goes.
Boy, if Saturday night at 11 o'clock he got a call, that must have hit the comedians' world
real quick.
Away.
Yeah,
real quick.
You're not kidding.
Travel like wildfire.
I mean, I didn't find out till late yesterday. I mean, I was watching basketball all day, but...
Yeah, I heard yesterday afternoon, I guess.
Hey, guys, love the show. Not sure if you heard this, but at Doug Stanhope's show at Wise Guys on Saturday night, 10:30 show, Doug actually got a call from Dave Attell while on stage. I wasn't sure if Doug was just playing around or not, but he answered the call, which in itself was funny, and was talking to Dave for about 20 seconds or so. Apparently, in his conversation, Dave told him Richard Jeni had died and that he shot himself. Everyone there pretty much heard the whole conversation and learned what happened. And at that point, it was news to the entire audience. Thought you might like to know. Wow. What a tough way to finish a show during that.
I'm shocked he would have his phone on.
Yeah, or that he would even check to see who was calling.
Yeah.
Well, if it was buzzing in his pocket or something, he would stop the show and just take a look to see.
Yeah.
I mean, what call would be so important that you'd stop your...
Mm-hmm.
Doug's comedy
on stage.
Doug's comedy is so spontaneous, though. You know, he is just the kind of guy who would answer.
Probably, if there's any comedian that would do it, it would be him.
Let's see.
He's probably on his 15th beer.
He was great Friday night, by the way.
Was he?
Yeah, he was really good.
You know, I was disappointed I didn't go to one of those shows because I was thinking about going Saturday night, and I got a little ambitious about stuff I had to do around the house I've been putting off. Wow. This is really tough morning for Richard Jeni fans as word got out that Richard Jeni committed suicide, and strangely enough, we've been given a tip, and I don't know how good our source is as to why he committed suicide. Stand by for that. We don't really have time to get into that right this second. Well, you know what? We had an interesting piece of info come in on Richard Jeni. Listening to a radio show down in Florida yesterday, there was a rumor that Jeni had a terminal illness, and that may be why he took his own life.
I wonder if that's true.
I have
would
no
explain
idea.
it.
That is an email, so, you know, take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Well, his girlfriend called 911. Pretty straightforward. Hotlines the cops and blurts out, my boyfriend just shot himself in the face. And when they got there, they say he was still alive. The gunshot wound in the face, but he was transported and dead by the time he arrived at the hospital at age 45.
Oh.
Also dead over the weekend, Brad Delp, the stone-faced, high-pitched whaler from Boston. The police arrived after a call for help. They said there was no foul play involved. He was 55. Tom Schultz on his website says his heart goes out to the Delp's family and millions of people's lives made better by the sound of his voice.